Hey peeps, we are back. We're talking the Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 8, Episode 5. Hey, before we get into the video, please do me the honors of subscribing to my channel, hitting the notification bell so you can always be notified when I post new content, hitting the thumbs up because that does wonders for my channel, and share. Thanks. All right, so this episode starts off with a group of haters, okay? So it was Ashley, Mia, and Giselle. They met up to go shopping for this trip to Austin. Okay, so you know Giselle is a full-on mess. Giselle is always ready to sign up for the I Hate Wendy train, the I Hate Candace train, anybody that I can do dirt to and then pretend to be the victim train. Let me sign up for that. Okay, so she is absolutely 100% ready to put money down that Nneka is 100% telling the truth and Wendy is 1,000,000% lying. At one point, she did make a comment about Karen, where she said she wanted Karen to get liquored up and have a good time. She likes Karen liquored up. But do you remember in previous seasons, her and Robin tried to call Karen an alcoholic? Like an undercover alcoholic? But you want to get Karen liquored up. I'm on to you, Giselle. Then she, at some point, wanted to talk about Ike stepping to Eddie, talking about, she was saying that Ike was saying, man up, or something, step up, or whatever, which he was not doing that. He did get smart. He was in Eddie's face, and he did say it with your chest, which I thought was a little bit too much. Like, you are crossing a line here. And if Eddie knows Eddie kind of judo or something, that would have been interesting to see Eddie whoop his ass, even though I don't condone violence. But what I thought was very interesting by Giselle acting like that, wasn't she the one that was so deathly nervous and scared? She doesn't like violence. Oh, Monique is violent. But you wanted Ike to do what to Eddie? What are you saying, Giselle? She is always talking out of both sides of her mouth. I really just don't like this woman. Anyway, I think that Giselle was being extremely a huge hypocrite throughout this conversation. They wanted to bring up Wendy's mother and her possible dealings with the voodoo or whatever. You know that you know what your mom is up to, blah, blah, blah. Cut the shit, Giselle. There has been so many things that has been out here about you and your family. And if somebody brings you the information or holds your feet to the fire, you always love the opportunity to say that you didn't know. You have no idea what's going on. This isn't you. This is somebody else. Shut the hell up. Meanwhile, while these three unhappy women are out talking shit about Wendy, Wendy's having a little lunch with her husband. Wendy says that she thinks that Nneka's intentions were to attack her, and it's kind of looking that way. However, I have to look at both sides of this story. Well, I need to just be very honest with you peeps. I'm bored, okay? I am bored with this Nneka and Wendy story. First of all, it's a whole lot of she said. No, she said. She called me back. She said, you know what? I've got my phone records. We're on the phone for 25 minutes. Oh my gosh. She said, you know, I think that once you get out of high school, you should probably dial back the she said. You know what I mean? And just go straight to the she. Ma'am, did you say? You know what I mean? Like, take it to the person. I am sick of this. She said. You know, 1 minute, Nneka doesn't know Wendy. Wendy doesn't know Nneka. The next minute, oh, we know each other. She said. Okay, so it seems as if Eddie and Ike went to the same college. They graduated different years. Eddie says that he doesn't know Ike. Ike says that he knows Eddie, but that they were friends on the Facebook. Let me tell you something. I don't have a ton of Facebook friends. I probably have about 500 maybe, because I only accept people who are friends with at least 6 people that I'm friends with. But just because you are friends with at least 6 people that I'm friends with doesn't mean I know you. You know, if you post something and it's kind of cute and I hit the like button, that doesn't mean that I like you. It doesn't mean that I know you. It just means that I liked the post. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, I rarely go on the Facebook. Usually if I go out on the Facebook, it's because my mama, who doesn't do social media, has asked me to go out there and see if I can get some pictures of her great nieces and nephews that her siblings have posted because they are on the Facebook. Okay, I have people with my same last name who are friends and followers on Facebook. I don't know them. They are extended family members. But, I like the pictures of them and their babies. I'm just saying. I cannot say that I know you. Anyway, this whole story is ridiculous. I don't give a shit. It seems that Nneka's in-laws, her sister-in-law, cousin-in-law, I don't know, is friends or was friends with Wendy's sister. And, listen, Wendy says she don't know the woman. We'll get into it later in the episode. But the story is, I'm tired. This cannot propel the entire season. It cannot. You have got to get off of this. Wendy does tell Eddie that when they get to Austin, she's just going to let Nneka navigate the situation. She has no idea what's coming, but she's going to go into this with a positive attitude. And Nneka also says the same thing. She's going to go into this trip and she's going to be, kind to everybody. And then later we see something different. But, that's what they both said. They were going into this trip with positive vibes. We also see Nneka and her husband at the doctor. And I want to be very clear. I do not like the way she treats her husband. I don't like the way she talks to her husband. And the way she tried to make the comments that Wendy was controlling Eddie, I think we see the reverse. I think you are controlling Ike. And I think Ike just sits back and allows her to tell him to stop talking. I mean, it's kind of giving ridiculous. I don't like this woman. I hope that by the end of this season, she turns it around. But right now, I am hoping and wishing that she is a one-season wonder. I am not liking her. You could have came in here, showed us all of your luxuriousness in your home, your very attractive husband, your baby journey, and we would have seen you and Wendy getting along. That would have been a beautiful story. But now, I just don't like you and your husband. Oh, man, moving on. They are going to try for another 6 weeks to have a baby, and I'm wishing them the best of luck. Maybe if she has a baby at home, she'll find something to do. That can be your new hobby, besides harassing the hell out of Wendy and trying to get on the show full time. Anyway, they have beat this Strine story to death. Has anybody seen pictures of this Strine? Can we get some photos? I mean, can we get a little investigation going? Can somebody hire a little private investigator to see if we could find this Strine? I mean, they hire private investigators over there on Love After Lockup. Anyway, the doctor told them as far as this baby is concerned, they need to spend a little more time together and have a lot more sex. Okay, I agree with that. Maybe doing that, you can stay the hell out of Wendy's business. Now, Mia and Gordon go to therapy. They wasted our time with this. Listen, there was no problems with her and Gordon before the money stopped coming in. Okay, finances will tear a marriage up. It sure will. But finances will demolish a marriage when you married for the money. Allegedly. Anyway, I don't want to hear this bullshit about her talking about she wanted Gordon to retire. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. And you still don't. Because you wouldn't have any money if he had retired. I don't buy that. You wanted him to spend more time at home. She lying. What she really wanted is for him to not lose his job, for her to not lose her cushy job, and for them to continue to hire nannies and travel all over and leave them kids at home. That's what she wanted. Okay, but that's not what she got. Now, allegedly, from what we're hearing online and from the blogs, her and Gordon are completely separated. She's got a new man and a new business venture with this other man who's younger than Gordon. Gordon is not happy over here. I'm just saying, they're full of shit. Now, this story about their lawyer, I do not know if this is true. I do not know if this is true. And I am pretty sure that there are going to be a whole lot of online investigators trying to find out. And when they do, I will be looking and reading, okay? But the story just matched Robin's story perfectly. Perfectly. And if this story is true, my heart goes out to the family members of this person who passed away. And my heart also goes out to Mia and Gordon. However, I don't think that Mia and Gordon are responsible for this, because if this person robbed you and you did the right thing by going through legal channels and this person was disbarred and then they did what they did, that's not your fault. So I don't think that they should hold on to this as if this is our fault. I do understand feeling terrible about it, because I would probably take that sad feeling all the way to my grave. But at the same time, is this story true? Also, at the same time, peeps, am I being rude by questioning Mia's story? I only question because it's Mia, and the story is so close to Robin's story, and Mia lies a lot. Anyway, moving on. Did anybody notice when they showed Ashley calling her kids, she had that cell phone cover that looked like it had been chewed up by 17 dogs? I said, no, ma'am. No, ma'am, please get on the Amazon and get you a new cover. This looks ridiculous. So Robin ends up in a car with Candace and Wendy and Mia, and she's so upset about being in this car with Candace. Candace hurt her terribly by the comments that she made on social media. I said, oh, God, Robin, you not forget that at the reunion, you threw shade at her husband?
It probably is not the best idea for a married man to be in a hotel room with a single woman.
Do you also not forget that you held your situation with your roommates as a secret while your best friend tried to demolish Candace's husband? Girl, get the fuck on. I'm just saying, I'm tired. I'm tired. Robin and Giselle, to quote Beyonce, you cannot be the victim and the villain at the same damn time. Both of you always love to throw the hammer down on somebody else's life. You love to destroy somebody's reputation, their relationship, all of that. But as soon as they come back on the two of you, both of you are victims. I just can't stand it. These are two people that would definitely not be in my friend group. They are not girls, in my opinion. Then Karen brings up some kind of mess with Giselle about Robin and some pie, and half of it is frozen. Then a quarter of it was frozen. Some of it is in the refrigerator. I don't know. I said, damn it, Karen, I don't even know. Okay. But I guess what Karen was trying to tell us is that she still don't fuck with Robin. I guess she only 50% accepted Robin's apology, and she only 50% apologized to Robin. She don't trust Robin, and she's watching her. That's what it's given. Okay, Karen. Dear God. She said that, Robin's business is her business, but she's not going to be dealing with Robin until she fesses up about all these lies she's been telling about Juan. I said, well, shit, y'all ain't never going to be friends, because that woman is never going to fess up to these lies about Juan. Never. So Ashley gets Robin the penthouse suite because Robin's been through so much. I laughed a little. I said, she's been through what? Okay. So because she's married to this loser ass man that she allows to drag her publicly and privately, she deserves this penthouse. Okay. Karen says that she would rather stay in her tiny ass room than be in the penthouse suite knowing that she doesn't deserve it. I said, okay, Karen. I don't know. I might have took the penthouse suite knowing I didn't deserve it. No, I'm not going to say might. I would have took the penthouse suite knowing I did not deserve it. Okay. I would be luxuriating in the penthouse suite thinking, oh, wow, I sure don't deserve it, but this is nice. I'm just saying. They talk a little bit about this pie thing again, and Robin says she don't even give a shit. Karen can stick that pie right up her ass. That's what she said. And she said that, she thought that their apologies were sincere, but I guess not. No, ma'am, they are not. So Wendy, Candace, and Karen are sitting around, and they're talking about this whole situation with NECA, and she continues to say that she doesn't know this woman. Now, here's the thing. I think that Wendy knows of NECA. And I think that Wendy could explain the situation a little bit better. Now, we know that Wendy is extremely smart. She's got 4 degrees. We also know that she knows her way around the political arena. We also know that her mouth is like a thesaurus. She absolutely has the words. So I'm not really sure why she doesn't just come out. She doesn't have to come out to the whole group, but to Karen and Candace, who are Team Wendy, why don't you just explain to them the truth of how you know NECA and how NECA is connected to your sister and that Ledba lady? which I don't know. Is her name Legba or Ledba? Letty. I don't know. But explain exactly how this works, because the longer you hold on to how this connection works, the more creditable NECA is looking. And that is not all right, Wendy. I'm just saying. Anyway, before they get into all this bull crap, Karen, dear God, opens up her mouth when Giselle sits down and says she wants to talk about the elephant in the room and talk about Giselle and Candace and why they are not talking, how Giselle ignores Candace every time she comes in the room.
She does not want to acknowledge me because she thinks that if she doesn't speak to me, then I will disappear. But my black ass is still sitting here. So there's that. I have a second for my mental space and for the safety of me and my children. I choose not to participate in any capacity. But I believe it was my bonus children and my husband whose safety and reputation and just overall mental state were in disarray because of the things that she was saying.
It's weird to me that earlier in this season, we heard Giselle say that Juan yelled at her. And her and Juan are fine. Chris was defending himself against her actions. Giselle even doubled down and had the nerve to say in her confessional, I just told Candace that I felt uncomfortable that her husband made me go into a bedroom with him and shut the door. First of all, it was a hotel room. He didn't make you do shit. And second of all, you were okay with him closing the door. And once the door was closed, you told him to open it. He opened it. And then he left. So you are trying to add even more fuel to this. This is bullshit, Giselle. It's really crazy to me how Robin and Giselle can both sit back and act as if their hands are clean. As if we have not seen these last 8 seasons. Remember when they kept demanding that Karen talk about the tax issue with her husband? Then they kept saying that Karen's husband found some woman attractive. Then Karen is cheating down in Vegas with some man, blue eyes. Do you really live in Potomac or do you live in Great Falls? How they stayed on Ashley's ass about Michael. Then they're laughing and clowning Candace about Chris and his paycheck. Then they wanted to talk about Wendy, her surgeries. Does Eddie have somebody else? It's just a whole lot. It's a whole lot. Remember they were clowning Monique about her drinking. Oh my gosh, she wrecked her car. She's a drunk. Look at Mia. Mia and her husband, they so tacky. And you know, it's always something. It's always something. The only person that has been off limits for Giselle and Robin has been Charisse. Because I think they're afraid of Charisse. And it seems to me that Giselle hasn't learned one thing from that tongue lashing that she took from Candace last season at the reunion. She is still trying to put more razzle dazzle on this situation, and I'm sick of her. Period. Anyway, so this argument with Wendy and NECA is just, it's too much. I'm so over it. Please do not let this continue on for another 6 episodes.
Verbatim, well, ugly inside and out. Crater face Mia, a bombastic, ignorant, nonsensical, baseless, wannabe CEO troublemaker. I'm bringing this up because Giselle wanted to bring it up. Okay.
I forgot.
All right.
Thanks for reminding me.
To hell with Mia and Peter. Oh yes, I say Holy Ghost fire on Mia and Peter and thunderstorm amen. There's no witchcraft there.
That's a prayer. That's my interpretation of a good prayer to the Lord.
You should never repeat that ever again.
Holy Ghost, she put holy in there. There's some good in there.
So
why are you announcing her at your daughter's pregnancy then?
That was no.
When I think of a Nigerian woman who is not only filled with tradition but also the modern world, I think of Levy.
Oh, she was there?
Oh my God.
It's very clear that anything said negative about Wendy, Candace, or even Karen, Giselle and Robin believe it and will continue to talk about it. Now, that text from Wendy's mom, Lord, it was as if she was sitting at her computer with her thesaurus out. She ripped Mia's ass. Oh my God. And I said, well, I don't think this is voodoo. I have to agree with Karen. This is probably a prayer. Not really a very nice prayer, but, as far as I'm concerned, this was Wendy's mom defending her daughter after she was assaulted by Mia. Now, at this particular age, I don't know if I really need my mama to get out on social media to, defend me. My mama doesn't even use social media, so I know she won't be doing that. But I wouldn't mind it, especially when you can read somebody to filth like this. I mean, damn. I don't think that it was a actual, I'm threatening you that I'm going to put you in the cauldron. I'm going to come over your house and whoop your ass. I just think that she didn't want anything good for Mia at that moment. Oh my goodness. And of course, Robin and Ashley, Mia and Giselle, they had to jump on board. Oh yes, this is a little bit voodoo-ish. Get the hell out of here. Now, this issue with Lebith, I don't know, Lebby and Ivy, I'm going to get that woman's name right at some point. It's not Wendy's issue. And to tell you the truth, it's not NECA's issue either. NECA, to me, is just using this as a storyline. And I thought it was weird that NECA made a sit-down time with Robin to talk to Robin a couple episodes ago. Why didn't you just sit down and talk to Wendy? Why didn't you just call her up? Because I know you got her number. I know you have her number. You could have called her and said, hey, Wendy, I am really sorry we have gotten off on the wrong foot. Can we just meet up and have a little lunch, talk this out, just the two of us? It doesn't make sense for us to, chew each other's heads off like this. We just met. Then they could have sat down. They could have did this on screen or off screen. Sat down and talked this out. They could have been a dynamic duo. But no, I want to tear you all the way down, make you look like an idiot, make you look like a liar, so that I can, be on this show and be in with Team Light Skin. That's not cute, because let me tell you something, NECA. Let me tell you something. If they succeed in bringing Wendy down, which they won't, who's next? You. Because one of these things are not like the others. And we know them for their works. Don't be stupid. I'm just saying, my gosh. I will never be upset with Wendy and Candace for telling Giselle off. Giselle likes to play with people's lives. She likes to play with people's families. She likes to come on and put negative stuff out about people, and then she wants to walk away unscathed. So whenever she gets cussed out, I'm here for it, because 9 times out of 10, she deserves it. She's done something. She's said something. She's spreading something. Back to Wendy's mom's text. The only thing that Wendy's mom was saying was, go to hell, Mia. But she said it real creative. And I don't think she wanted you to go to the real hell. She just wanted you to fuck off. That's my opinion. And why would Wendy be jealous of NECA? Last time I checked, Wendy was really winning. She was getting invitations to White House Correspondents' dinners and everything. Why would she be, jealous of NECA? No, ma'am. I would also like to say that in a lot of cultures, when you are celebrating the life of a child, or you're having any kind of huge family milestone celebration, you usually do invite your family's friends, or you allow people to invite people, and you celebrate each other. So if Wendy's sister is friends with Leba, and Wendy's sister has told her a few things about Leba, I would invite her to this, get together. I'm not quite sure why Wendy wouldn't just say, my sister used to be friends with Leba. They used to be really cool, really close. I have seen her from time to time. I know a little bit of her background, but we're not friends like that. Just explain it like that. Don't say, she said to Candace, when Candace asked her how old the woman is, she said, oh, I don't know. That's not my friend. Just say, I'm not really sure. Probably close to my sister's age. And just move it. Move the conversation along. I don't know, you guys. Get down in the comments. Let me know what you think. Are you over this? Because I am. I'm ready for them to talk about something else. Anyway, until next time. Bye.